Mike Bassick ended up being right in a way. Dak Prescott, according to the NFL Network, underwent a second unreported procedure on his ankle about 2 months later to strengthen his deltoid ligament, clean out the ankle, and make it more structurally sound. That procedure was not directly related to the October surgery.
Sure.
Okay? The procedure was not directly related to the October surgery. Doctors then spotted issues related to past injuries to the same ankle, and so once the risk of infection was eliminated, they went back in to clean up the rest. After the second surgery in early December, Dak had to take about a week off from rehab to let the wound heal, but it improved the stability and integrity of the ankle and should accelerate his overall recovery, according to his representation. He is now walking without issue, doing weight-bearing exercises, and is expected to be ready for action long before the 2021 season begins.
You know, he did call me yesterday.
Dak? That's awesome. What do you have to say?
No, not Dak. Bassick. And he was like, have you ever had surgery? I'm like, nah, I haven't. He goes, well, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of someone having surgery and then someone going back in and cut you open just to see how it's healing? And I'm like, no, they have MRIs for that. He's like, exactly. You don't cut somebody, because he's talking about how they cut him open to see how it was healing. They don't cut you open to see how things are healing. This is 2021. They've got machines that can do that. They can look at you without seeing that. There's something wrong. Let's just face it. There's something wrong. Something ain't right in there. You're not going to risk infection again. You're not going to risk cutting somebody open again. No, there's something wrong. And is it stronger now because of the second procedure? What about a third procedure? If there is one, what about the ones that are off the books that we don't know about, that aren't during hospital hours? How about those procedures that these players have?
So you're not believing this was like minor maintenance. You think you're alarmed.
Something's wrong. I'm alarmed. Something's wrong.
Okay.
Something's wrong. Why do we know about it? First of all, if nothing was wrong, why didn't they tell us when it was happening? For one.
Okay.
This just happens to come out when we find out that they're also going to negotiate a new contract. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's something. You don't have second and third surgeries, and you don't have surgeries just to see how it's doing.
Yeah, this is all coming from Dak's team, so they're going to say, oh, yeah, good for training camp. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fine. The procedure was not directly related to the October surgery. That's the part. That's the sentence that is designed for all of us to say it's unrelated. It's unrelated to the other one, so it can't mean that the first surgery went wrong. That's the sentence that I kind of have to go off of. I don't want to be a medical expert. You guys are much better than that with you and Bassick and Kavanaugh and even Dawson. But that's the sentence that was planted in there to try to make all Cowboy fans take a breath. Doctors spotted issues related to past injuries to the same ankle. So once the risk of infection was eliminated, they went back in to clean up the rest. So that's the story, the way it's being painted, Ralph.
If your ankle snaps and you have a bone popping through and you have surgery to repair it, then you have another surgery on that same ankle. That's not related. It's not related at all. I'll tell you what's not related. If I have a tooth surgery and then I also have an eye surgery, that's unrelated. Okay, that's unrelated. If I have Tommy John on my left arm and then I fix my rotator on my right, that's unrelated because it's on opposite sides. Yeah. But if I have Tommy John surgery on my right arm and then another elbow surgery, guess what, Chief? That's related. Like that's related right there. And this is related. Like stop blowing smoke up my butt. Sprinkle rainbows in there. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want smoke. I mean rainbows. There ain't rainbows right now.
I don't know how to react. All I can say is I hope the Cowboys are aware of everything. That's all. I don't know if they're in the room. I'm assuming they're aware of everything. And then you got to ask the follow-up, is this holding something up? Is this going to be another hurdle to get a long-term deal done? And I want to know how the Autoflexisium fan text is taking this news, because yesterday, the Dak heads. Bassick texted me as soon as I wake up. Did you see the report? Did you see the report of another surgery? And I'm like, yeah, but they're saying it's unrelated to, like, the major one and what knocked him out for the year. And the Tolos became journalism professors. I mean, we got a 105.3 The Fan journalism school, as they were saying, this is very unprofessional reporting. You know, they're sitting here and they're not really pointing out that it has nothing to do with the major injury, and he's really ready to go, and he's going to be more ready to go for training camp. So the Tolo's not happy with the NFL Network reporting over the Dak procedure.
Autoflex Leasing fan text 877-881-1053. Nothing they find could possibly be a long-term issue. I've been trying to tell you all that. Look, there is if it's ligament damage, it can be a long-term issue. Achilles, whatever, it could be a long-term issue. There's a million different tendons and ligaments down in your ankle. If it's one of them, it can be long-term. Likely not, can be. They